Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Heat gain clarity on where first-round pick will land in 2025 NBA Draft. The Miami Heat will have the 20th selection in June's NBA Draft as decided by a random drawing by the league on Monday. The Heat acquired the pick as part of the trade that sent Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors. Because the Warriors finished the regular season with the same 48-34 record as the Memphis Grizzlies and Milwaukee Bucks, league rules dictate that picks 18, 19, and 20 would be chosen by a random drawing. Memphis will choose 18th and Milwaukee will get the 19th pick. This is Miami's only pick in the 2025 draft. They owe the Oklahoma City Thunder a top 14 protected first in this draft, which will officially convey after the Heat made the playoffs by advancing through the play-in tournament as the number 10 seed. That pick will land at 15. Because the pick conveyed this season, the Heat will retain the rights to their pick in 2026. In addition to the 20th pick in June's draft, the Heat also received Andrew Wiggins and Kyle Anderson from the Warriors, and used other assets acquired on trade deadline day to trade for Davion Mitchell from Toronto. All three have played a major role in Miami's playoff berth. The 2025 draft is headlined by Duke's Cooper Flagg but is considered to be a relatively deep one, especially when compared to the 2024 class. If the Heat keep their pick, it will be the fourth straight season that they add a first-round pick to the roster. Miami selected Kel'el Ware with the 15th pick last year, Jamie Jaquez Jr. at 18 in 2023, and Nikola Jovic with the 27th pick in 2022. Tyler Herro ran nearly 3 miles in Sunday night's Game 1 loss as the Cavs made things difficult for him on both ends of the court. Max Strus face guarded him on the very first inbound, and Cleveland denied Herro the ball most of the night. Herro took only 18 shots but, more importantly, had just 2 assists. The Cavs identified Herro as the head of the snake, and they worked to take him out. They did, and Miami's offense was defanged. The Heat had an offensive rating of 89 points per 100 possessions in the half-court. If the Heat are going to make this a series, they need to find a way to score with a Cavs team that led the league in offensive efficiency in the regular season. It starts with freeing up Herro. One area of opportunity could be to attack Cleveland's weaker defenders and force them into the action. Sam Merrill, Ty Jerome and Darius Garland all had moments on offense and were off the hook on defense. Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson had his weaker, smaller guards slotted on Davion Mitchell and Haywood Highsmith for most of the night. Mitchell and Highsmith were hardly used as screeners. Herro plays well out of the pick-and-roll with his bigs, but coach Eric Spoelstra might want to try leaning into more screens involving his wings. Those could be ball screens when Herro has the ball, or when Herro is off the ball to force an early switch. Spoelstra should consider starting Mitchell for this reason, as well. He's a better ball handler than Alec Burks and could help get Herro going, either as a playmaker or screener. Spoelstra also has 2 big forwards, Andrew Wiggins and Bam Adebayo, who can handle the ball and get downhill. Having Wiggins and Adebayo handle up top with a guard setting a screen could be a way to create an early mismatch. Inverted pick-and-rolls, with Adebayo handling and Herro setting the screen, could be a way to get a big player switched onto Herro, allowing him to attack off the dribble. Heat coach Eric Spoelstra makes admission after Game 1 loss. In their first meeting of the 2025 NBA playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers drew first blood from the Miami Heat. Kenny Atkinson's team walked away with a 121-100 victory under their belt. When speaking to the media after the game, Eric Spoelstra praised Cleveland's offensive production and the threat the team poses. Spoelstra then admitted that his Heat team must figure out ways to limit Cleveland's impressive offensive skill sets. You get to the playoffs, there are going to be dynamic offensive teams, Spoelstra said. And they have guys that drive and break you down off the dribble, and they can also just shoot pull-up threes, and they're very good spot-up shooters, as well. So that's the task, and it's up to us to figure out how to beat that. Four members of the Cavaliers roster finished the game with double-digit scoring. Ty Jerome was a major factor against Miami, dropping 28 points off the bench. If we've learned one thing from the opening game, it's that the Heat must figure out a way to contain Cleveland's offense, otherwise the series will be a short one. During his own post-game news conference, Tyler Herro discussed the challenge of containing Cleveland's historic offense. "They're a historically good offense," Herro said. "Obviously, they're number one in the East for a reason. I think we lacked a lot of communication, just mental errors that we can cover up. I think, obviously, the 2 days in between will give us time to watch film, have a practice and then clean up the things we need to clean up." Herro had a good game against Cleveland on Sunday, April 20th. He ended the night with 21 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. However, as Miami's primary scorer and playmaker, Spoelstra will need more from him. Herro must find a way to generate more offense for those around him. Unfortunately, that's part of the problem with Herro not having an all-star level running mate. "I just got to continue to be aggressive in finding my shots," Herro said. "Obviously, they're denying me and picking me up full court and just trying to make things tough. But we've faced that literally all year. I just got to be better." After Cleveland's win, Darius Garland praised his team's competitive spirit when speaking to the media in his post-game news conference. "Our competitive spirit," Garland said. "We actually played for 48 minutes tonight, the full game. With sending in runs and actually coming back and swinging ourselves. So we can withstand the runs, of course. We rebounded the ball pretty well. I think that's what can really carry over to Game 2. Try to limit them to one shot a possession instead of 2 or multiple, period. Keep loading on their main guys. Keep loading on Bam. Keep loading on Tyler. Keep loading on Wiggs and try to slow them down as much as we can." The Cavaliers certainly outplayed Miami in their first meeting. However, a playoff series is long. Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best. He will have a game plan on how to adjust heading into Game 2. As such, the Cavaliers can't rest on this win. They must learn how to continue attacking Miami's weaknesses. Otherwise, this series could go far deeper than many expect it to. Heat land Kevin Durant in blockbuster trade idea centered around promising rookie. A hypothetical blockbuster trade between the Miami Heat and Phoenix Suns has sparked intense discussion among NBA fans. According to a mock trade posted by Bleacher Report on Instagram, the Heat would acquire superstar Kevin Durant, while the Suns would receive a package centered around rookie Kel'el Ware, along with other assets, in a deal that could reshape both franchises. In this proposed trade, Durant, a 15-time All-Star and former MVP, would join the Heat's core of Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo, forming a championship-caliber trio. The 36-year-old forward, who averaged 26.6 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 4.2 assists last season, could elevate the Heat into serious title contenders. Durant's scoring prowess and versatility would mesh seamlessly with the Heat's defensive identity under Erik Spoelstra, potentially dominating the Eastern Conference. The Suns, in return, would acquire Kel'el Ware, a 2024 first-round pick with high upside, alongside Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier, a 2025 first-round pick, via Golden State Warriors, and a 2030 first-round pick, top 5 protected. Ware, a 7-foot center, brings athleticism and rim protection, offering the Suns a young building block to pair with Devin Booker as they retool for the future. Robinson and Rozier add scoring and playmaking, while the draft picks provide long-term flexibility. While this trade remains speculative, it highlights the Heat's potential pursuit of a superstar to maximize their championship window and the Suns' possible shift toward youth. Fans are debating which side benefits more as the NBA world awaits to see if this mock trade could become a reality. And you, fan? What do you think about Kevin Durant's situation? Write to us in the comments.